civic-minded individual, and my incessant passion for political science began with Civitas. As a senior, I now have the opportunity to reflect on all that I've learned in Civitas and recognize all the amazing experiences and lessons I have been able to have through this program. The field trips to the Capitol, my work on local and congressional campaigns, attending the Sacramento Speaker Series, and amazing internships became part of my life because of the Civitas Academy. I've been lucky enough to intern for Dan Lundgren's campaign and participate in the Legischool internship program, where I got to intern for the Assembly Republican Caucus Office of Policy and the Governor's Office of Appointments. My senior project, the Rio Americano VIP soccer program, derives from what I've learned not only in Civitas, but also continuing my learning outside of the classroom. This also relates to the numerous amounts of community service hours that I've completed and grown from at my time in Civitas. My senior project was driven by an early exposure to disabled children through the AYSO VIP program, and my hope was to bring a similar program to the Rio Americano community. My goal for my senior project was to create a program that would have a lasting impact on Rio Americano and its special education community. I first thought that I needed to begin small and decided to start with the Lunch with Friends Club to assess the interest for the program. The Lunch with Friends Club takes place every Tuesday, and it serves to integrate special needs kids into the general student body at Rio by having them eat lunch together. Before the club, the students ate in a separate room apart from the rest of the school. But now everyone from the Lunch with Friends Club comes in to D4B and enjoys each other's company. The special ed kids, Haley, Isabel, Kate, and others, can't wait for Tuesdays. I can't wait for Tuesdays as well to see everyone's smiling faces. And show you a picture. This is our club right here. Happens every Tuesday. This is Bren, Devin, Isabel, Kate, Haley, and Courtney. And through this club, I also told them about Rio VIP, and they gained interest. And the advisor of this club, her name is Miss Savage, and she's a special education teacher. And I've also been working a lot with her to help the Rio VIP program happen. These are just some photos. This is doing arts and crafts, or doing origami. And this is them in action. And this is myself and Isabel. And recently, Isabel told me that this lunch date was the highlight of her week, and she always looks forward to it. After that, I knew all of my hard work and dedication to such a great club had served its purpose. Although it is a small club, it is growing and brings much needed change to Rio. The next step was to create the Rio Americano VIP soccer program. VIP stands for Very Important Person, and AYSO VIP is a national program implemented locally that helps mentally and physically disabled children play soccer with volunteers known as VIP buddies. I chose to introduce this program into Sacramento because I realized there is a large special education community at Rio. Since I've had previous experience with the VIP program, and the time volunteering there was also so rewarding. Every Saturday morning in Los Angeles since I was 6, my family and I got up from 7 to 11 and we went to VIP. Every fall weekend, from elementary school until I moved, I woke up and I was a VIP buddy. I held the hands of the children and guided them with the soccer ball. These are some pictures of the program that gained some inspiration for me to base my senior project on. This is me, and these are just some of the buddies that are in the younger group. And this is another picture from 2009. And this is an older age group, which also, with the annual program in the spring, we hope to have a lot of players so that we could have several age groups. The VIP program changed my perspective on life and made me grateful. I became friends with all of the players, and they became role models and inspiration for me. When I watched some of the difficulties and handicaps that VIP players dealt with, I gained perspective on my own small setbacks. That is the true beauty of the VIP program. It is beneficial and rewarding for the buddies as it is for the players. So I've put a lot of hard work and dedication in the project, and along the way, I have come to realize it is not an easy task. I started in the summer by contacting the National AYSO VIP organization. They sent me a packet of information and organizational materials and put me in touch with the closest AYSO program to Carmichael where I live, which is Antelope. After reaching out to the Antelope AYSO, I set up a meeting at a coffee shop to meet with the Antelope board director and other members of the program. At the meeting, I was delighted to find out they'd always wanted to start a VIP program, and I was their momentum and push. We had several more meetings that lasted for hours and discussed dates, times, goals, endless backs and forths. They put me in contact with the VIP Davis program, which was up and running. After contacting the gentleman in charge of the Davis AYSO program, I got permission to go down and observe the organization. I drove to Davis one Sunday to observe, where I spent hours going through volunteer training, and then watched their VIP program and took pointers on how to model or change my program after theirs. After that weekend and additional meetings with Antelope people, we agreed that we should plan to have the full-fledged program open in the spring. The commitments of their fall schedule, all-stars, and playoffs, combined with the lack of field space, mandated a later start time for the initial VIP season. We decided that a trial event to judge community interest would be more appropriate. And I'm continuing to work on them with Antelope VIP program, but I created a VIP program at Rio to see a change in my own community. It was on December 1st at the Rio soccer field. It was an event where people could play soccer or sign up to participate in the future Antelope program. These are just some photos. It was raining that day, so this was the tent, but this is the tent and myself and some volunteers. Unfortunately, due to the pouring rain, there wasn't much soccer playing, but there was plenty of sign-ups, both on December 1st and days leading up to it. It was an initial startup program that accomplished its purpose, and it was a way to give people information about the upcoming Antelope program in the spring. In order to make it possible, I constantly talked to Miss Savage and Miss Ludwig, who are special education teachers, and I asked them to tell their kids about the program in order to get more players. I hung the Rio VIP flyers around school. I made parent letters and flyers for the program. I got volunteers to act as VIP buddies. I reserved the Rio soccer field and so much more. I would just like to show you some of the flyers. As part of my informational packet, I got a sample on how to do a flyer. So a lot of it was a lot of technical stuff, but this is the AYSO VIP logo, and this is just information about the Antelope program. This was just a reminder for teachers to give to their students so that we would continue getting players and not them sign up and not show up. This is a parent letter to inform the parents about the program and how great it would be and rewarding for their child to participate. And this is just flyers that I hung around school in order to gain community interest and inform people. And in all, my program incorporates all that I've learned through Civitas, all the community service hours I've done. It incorporates what I've experienced in the past and brings it all together to create the Rio VIP soccer program. I'm so very proud of this project, and I think it accomplishes all that I set out to accomplish. The Civitas program has helped me learn and grow so much, and without it, I wouldn't have been able to accomplish this project. Civitas has made me the person I am today and helped me find what I am passionate about, which is political science. Through Civitas, I've learned valuable skills that will carry on with me the rest of my life, such as critical thinking and public speaking skills that will help me bicker and argue as a politician. Well, we'll see about that. But Civitas has been a great part of my life, and I've learned so much. So I'm definitely sad to see it end, but Civitas has prepared me for the real world. And watch out, world, because here I come.
All right, so any questions for Mackenzie? Macaulay?
Yes.
So who are the buddies for the program? Are they other students or general volunteers in the community, or who exactly?
They're usually students, because with programs in the past, it's better that it's not older people or their own parents, so that they can have an experience unlike any other and just play soccer with help of their friends or people their age.
Pretty sure I know the answer to this, but AYSO, what does the O stand for?
Organization.
American Youth Soccer Organization.
Yes.
I'm sorry I came in late a little bit, but what was your community service?
Specifically with the project or just overall my community service?
Overall.
Well, a lot of my community service, I spent in Operation Gratitude, which that was 50 hours. We sent packages to soldiers overseas, but a lot of it also composed of community service that I did when I was young with the VIP program, and just volunteering for campaigns that are local and such. Yes.
How is the league going? Do you have, can you tell us how many people have signed up and all that?
At least like 10, which is really good because the other program, it took about 3 years to get fully running, so it's definitely a process.
And you plan to keep going with it or find someone to keep going with it?
Well, I'm definitely looking to help the Antelope program, at least start, and then see how they go. But I will be leaving for college, so, yeah.
Pass it on to somebody.
And your college plan is?
Well, I definitely like the East Coast. I'd really like to be in Washington, D.C. That would be my ideal choice. Maybe at George Washington or American.
I was going to ask you to tell them a little bit about the difficulty in finding a field.
Well, with the Rio soccer field, due to insurance issues, we could only have Rio students. So it was largely getting interest within the Rio community. So I couldn't get more players from outside. So that was a little difficult. But it was an initial program, so that was great. But it was a little difficult with the rain. But I tried to get the Rio field because I wanted Rio students to know where to go and to be able to play at their own school.
Just to show you how tenacious the Civitas kids are, Macaulay's out on the field that day, the tarpaulins, doing the soccer thing, and we had another student who was doing Cycles for Hope. He had a tarpaulin over the top of him, and he was collecting the bicycles. So there were kids on campus, and it was that really bad weekend. Not just the little rains we had in between, but the one where it was just pouring. Those guys were out. Both of them were out.
The weekend of the marathon, was it the?
I think it was the weekend before where it just came down in buckets.
Perseverance is important.
It was determined that his project was going to go that day.
I lost some, if you don't mind. Do you have some family ties to someone who might happen to have a disability? And how did that get started?
Well, my brother and mother actually started it because we had a close family friend who had a disabled child, and we saw that it could really bring a great change in the community, and so he joined together with our family, and we helped start the PALI program.
Thank you.